All right. Welcome to Keep On Growing. And today I've got David Brandt with us. Am I pronouncing that right, David? Your last name?
Yeah. Brandt, the D is silent. Hi, everybody.
Cool deal. And if you saw, I posted one of his videos, and he's got all those containers there behind him that he made out of little cement creations. And we're going to talk about he's an artist and been doing lots of things all his life. Good to hear all this well with us. Hey, Tracy, how are you doing? It's so fun. Hey, she said, hey, David. I don't know if
Hey,
you just
hey,
see
hey, hey.
your there too. Cat Claus, how are you? And as y'all come in, just say hello to everyone. And we're going to be talking with David a little bit tonight. And then we'll get back to everything else. Larry, what's up? I haven't seen Larry. Larry's like been around for like years and years and years. So, all right, David. So David sent me a couple of these little containers back there. And he's growing them, and then he took some of my adapters, and he's been mashing them up together. So,
Yep. So these are made out of cement, and
mhm.
I have been I have a bachelor's degree in fine art. I'm an artist. I'm 62 years old. Graduated back in 1989, so it's been a while. But while I was in college, going to art school, I was a concrete laborer, and I built basements for upscale homes. And so the cement has been somewhat in my blood for a very long time. I'm a fine art painter at heart. I have some of my paintings behind me. I'm really not sure if you can see those or not, but I paint on canvas. So the cement art is something I've been doing for about a year now. Um, Honestly, the microgreens thing, as far as the cement containers go, I bought the I bought the adapter from Mike, and while I was waiting for it to come in, I started all this. So this is just a few weeks in the making right here.
Oh wow,
What I was making prior to meeting you, Mike, was fire bowls and things like that. But yeah, this is all brand new stuff here.
cool. That's very cool. And I got a couple too. He sent me a couple. What I have? Would you just show him the bus? I've got the little bus with some.
Oh yeah, look at that. Awesome.
So that looks
Mine's
cool.
mine's been growing a little bit longer than yours, probably about a week longer.
Yeah, but it's like reminds me a little VW bus.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We
So
we grew
so
up.
just so everybody knows, um, I don't have anything to sell anybody. We're gonna be giving some stuff away tonight. Is that okay, Mike?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me.
Okay. So I've got three of these VW buses right here. We're going to give those away. And then I've got three of these faces. We'll give those away. Is six okay, Mike? All together?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me get the giveaway thingy over here.
Okay. And it's going to be kind of random, whatever color they get. And of course, I'll need an address from them on where to send it.
Right. So, do you have an email, David, or do you want me to use
Yes.
that same one
If
that?
you want to put that up on the screen, it's my art on tap. My art on tap at gmail.com.
Right. Give me 1 second, and you can keep talking about your stuff, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, I graduated in '89 with my bachelor's degree in fine art. I did my concrete labor for years. That was really hard work, so I'm no stranger to labor. After that, this is kind of a funny story. I was looking for a job, and there was a job opening at this luxury furniture store. It was actually a chain of 4 stores, and the job was interior designer. Well, I'm a concrete laborer, I'm an artist, so I do have a flair. But I went and applied for this job, and I showed them my art portfolio, and they loved it. and I ended up being over all 4 stores in the St. Louis, Missouri region, in the interior design department. And I created their in-home design program where the salespeople and myself would go to the people's houses and measure the rooms and that sort of thing. So I've been doing furniture for a long time. And then in 2010, I started a small business. I was working at a Lazy Boy store. I was a sales manager. I had 10 salespeople under me, and I was like a manager of the store. And I started this small business in my apartment. And if any of you have ever been to one of those, we call it paint and sip businesses, where you go for 3 hours and you paint a painting and sip. People bring their own wine and beer and whatever snacks they want to. So I started one of those in my loft apartment. It cost me $50 to buy some art supplies and so forth. And so I had some high school friends come, and they did one of my little parties at my loft, and they had a great time. And I was putting that out on Facebook. And next thing you know, somebody said, "Hey, I want to have a party." And then that just started to kind of snowball. And about 4 months into that small business, I met my wife, Chris. She came to one of my events, and it was like a instantaneous love at first sight. Like, that is the real thing. And we ended up getting married in 2014. But we ran that little business together, and it was all cash, and I was taking the cash at the end of the night and putting it in a shoebox and putting it behind my dresser, and then I would go back to work at Lazy Boy. And Chris was helping me then for about 6 months into her helping me. She said, "Hey, have you counted that money ever? Have you ever taken that shoebox out and counted?" I said, "No." She goes, "Well, take it out and count it." So I took it out, and we had $10,000 in there, and that's how successful this thing became. Hey, everybody! I see my daughter in there, Allie McKenzie. Oh, there's my stepdaughter, Abby. Hey, Abby. Oh, hey, Chris, my wife. Along the way, she's a YouTuber.
Is that your wife?
Anyway, I could hold 24 people in my loft doing these parties, and Chris and I were running the business. And one night she said, "Do you see anybody here that you know?" Because normally it was high school friends and friends of friends and all that. And I said, "No, I don't see anybody that I know in my apartment." 24 people. So we counted the money, and she said, "We got a real business here." So we started looking for a retail spot down in the downtown area, Belleville, Illinois, is where we're from.
Mm-hmm.
We found a place, and we threw all that money at this place. The landlord got, $3,500, and we bought tables and chairs and all kinds of things like that. And within 6 months, it was so popular, we opened a second location in Maryville. Yeah, 6 months probably after that. And then that was 2010 we started. 2015, we had 4 locations going. So we were running 4 retail businesses that we built from a $50 investment. And it was crazy. I mean, I think we had about a $400,000 a year gross sales coming in from that.
Right.
And Chris and I became sort of like a power couple in our community. I say that with a grain of salt, with some laughter, but people were like recognizing us on airplanes in Florida and Mexico, and it was really, really fun. It was a dream business, really, for an artist, and we employed 15 other artists. For an artist to have a job that they love is kind of rare. And our workers, they became family to us, and they just absolutely loved it. So anyway, we ran that business for a decade. We hit our 10-year anniversary, and March in 2020, I don't need to say anymore, we were out of business in 1 second. We had to shut everything down. We emptied out our studios, and the whole thing got consolidated down into a storage unit. It was a really terrible time for Chris and I. It was we cried buckets of tears when that happened. We did a live at the very end of that. We emptied out our studio and we went in there and did one of our lives. We used to do lives on Facebook every Sunday for years. And our customers, we served over 50,000 customers, if you can believe that number, but it was crazy. We had 30,000 fans on our Facebook page, which for a local Facebook page is a lot. And people were bawling when we shut that business down on our live. Everybody was crying. We were crying. Oh man, it was crazy. So that was 2020. Now here we are in 2025. It took me really this long to kind of rebound from that. It was just a crazy time. So I'm here. I've got this new business, Heirloom Cement, and I am having a great time making these cement products. I really love it.
Cool deal.
Yeah.
Ray, what's up? Bill?
Yeah. So what else? Yeah, that business was called Sips and Splatters. It's not, there's nothing to find out there anymore. They shut the Facebook down and everything. But so I've been doing the cement for a year, like I said, but the microgreens are pretty much brand new. I was studying microgreens about probably over the last 5 years, watching you, Mike, actually, and your channel. But I really never did anything with it. I just thought, oh, that would be fun to do someday. And I was kind of scared to get started, really. And what kind of got me over that fear was this thing I ordered from you. After I got this, I started mass producing microgreens.
Where are you?
Oh yeah, there's my channel. Okay, cool. So if you guys could really bless me and go over to my channel, Heirloom Cement, and hey Tony, and subscribe and watch those videos. My very first video I did 4 days ago, that was a review on Mike's product. Watch that review. If you've ever been thinking about buying one of those things, I highly recommend them. It's a great product.
Let's see. Bill's got a question.
Okay. Okay, what kind of cement I'm using? I'm using, it's called Cementol. I get it from Home Depot. It is pricey compared to like a cheap Quikrete. You know, those are $3 to $5. The Cementol is about $26 a bag, I think, but it is extremely nice. I mean, it's super easy to work with. You know, you can demold, get the molds off easy. It's very smooth. Bubbles, easy to get the bubbles out and stuff like that. If you've never tried cement molds, you can get molds on Amazon for $7, $15. And you guys should try it out. If you watch my videos, if you've never done it, you can kind of follow along for what I do and see how it works. I wanted to show you guys my newer products. I just did these today, but this is a hydroponics vessel, believe it or not. I'm kind of obsessed with mushrooms right now, as are my daughters. And this is basically a mason jar. And this is a mold that I bought on Amazon. I think it was $7 or $8. It was a bowl mold. And I turned it upside down and put a hole in it. To quote my buddy Rick in California, it's a lid with a hole in it, which is basically kind of what you need for hydroponics. But you put the solution in there, and it's just a decorative. It's just a way, something I do to make it look decorative. And then this one.
That's cool. Somebody in the chat, Carol Ladybug, makes little art with glass like that and cement for out in the garden.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen Ladybug on these lives before.
Yeah.
And then this is I made this vessel here with a mold, and then this I made the top I made with sand. I just sort of mounded up sand on a table in that shape, put a hole in the middle, and then poured the cement around it, and just kind of. I'll do a video on that and show you guys how I did that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get going too far, because how many you say you're going to give away? 6?
What's that?
How many of these did you say you're going to give away?
Okay, let's do 3 VW buses and 3 of the face.
All right. So like 6 in total, or were you sending
6
like 3?
total, yeah, 6 total.
All right. So before we go too far, I'm going to go ahead and do one drawing.
Okay.
We don't. All right, guys. Let me see if anybody who's in there. I got 5 entries. If anybody wants, which one you want to do first? The bus?
Let's do the bus first. Yeah.
All right. If anybody wants a bus, VW collector. Cool. Yeah, I've got little what is that? Red cabbage. He's got some there too. What are you growing there, Dave?
What? This is my favorite vegetable. It's oh God, help me out. Where's my wife? It's lettuce. It's lettuce. It's I can't think of the name of it all of a sudden. So we're giving away 3 of these buses.
It's some kind. So we're gonna get. So this is drawing for the bus, real quick.
Romaine lettuce. Sorry.
Romaine.
Yeah.
All right. So there's 6 people. So everybody who's in the chat put hashtag David. Like if I win, I'll draw again. But I'm gonna do like that so they can see, just like that, and don't put anything else with it or it won't take it. And I'll give you all like about 30 seconds, and I'm gonna draw for one. He's gonna give away 6, so we'll give away one real quick, and we'll chat a little bit more. And as evening goes on, we'll give away some more.
Okay. And you could do, if you want to do just two in a row, you can do that too. That way we don't have to break 3
Keep
times.
stopping. All right, cool. We'll do 2. Both.
Okay.
So you're giving away a bus and what else?
It's, I don't know what to call this. If you watch my YouTube video that I made on how to make this, I'm asking people to comment as far as a name. It's you can probably see it better on this one. It's a face. You see the face?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you guys come up with a name for this?
All right, 14's in there. And let's see, Carolyn, you got to put the hashtag on there. Just like Sue did. Just like that. Oop. Just like that. Hashtag David. All right, and we'll do 2 drawings here real quick. We'll do one bus, 1 van, and 1 face.
Okay.
And then what you got to do is I'm going to put David's Gmail up there. And whoever wins, contact him and say, hey, I won the bus on Mike's Keep on Growing show last night. And y'all exchange address and that. All right, ready? We're going to draw one real quick. Oh, I got to remove. I've got your channel on there. Hold on 1 second. I got to take that one off. I'm going to put the screen up here so they can see it. All right, we're going to draw 2 real quick. There it goes. All right, here goes 1. Carol Ladybug. Carolyn Phoebe, how are you doing? Did I say hello to everyone so far?
So
here we go. Draw. Tell me if you see your name. Yeah, Tony, how are you doing? James, Lone Ranger, Jennifer. James, you won.
James, when you email me, I'll need your address and also which one you won, whether it's the bus or the face.
And right here's his email, James. My art on tap. Did I get that right, David?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay. So, and everybody sketch that Gmail down in case I forget to pop it back up as we go through here.
Yeah. Also, everybody that's on here, jot that email down because I'm also going to be giving away my new ebook to anybody that asks me for it. It's called Art, Love, and Money, and it's a story about my life as an artist over the past years, and it's all the ups and downs that I've gone through as an artist. And I'm going to give that away. It's a $7 value. Anybody that wants it, I'll email it to you. It's a 31-page ebook with pictures, and it's basically an inspirational story about not giving up on your dreams.
Cool deal. So anybody that wants that ebook, just get that Gmail and contact them. The Lone Ranger says probably one of the best live broadcasts he's seen in a while. Appreciate that. All right, so that's it if anybody wants his ebook. And we're going to draw one more real quick. So this would be 2. This is for the face and whatever name we get for that. Carolyn,
congratulations.
I'm just jotting this down real quick.
Carolyn, when you email me your address, make sure you tell me it's the face that you want, okay?
All right, cool deal. All right, we'll be giving away some more.
Yeah, I just wanted to show this. This isn't a physical book, but I just printed it out and wrapped it around a physical book just for effect. But that's the cover of the ebook, and that's what you guys, if you want it, it's yours. I don't know if you can read it, might be backwards, but I will email that to you within the next couple days.
Cool. Yeah, I can read it. If okay. I share my screen, I can pop some of that up here later. Cool. Okay, everybody's saying congrats. Okay, cool. So we'll get on in, and y'all hang around, and I'll just use the same giveaway. So if you've already said put the hashtag David in there, then that way whoever won, I think I've only got it so you win once, and then we don't have to do this again. So there's 17 cool. in there right now. And as we go on, if the new people who come in, if you want one of those cement creations, David's giving away the van and a little face. Just put hashtag David in the chat as we're talking. Can I purchase the bus?
I don't have any products for sale right now. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle all that, but if you get on my YouTube channel or my Facebook page or both, Heirloom Cement Co., you can kind of keep track of all that stuff. My videos and all my content will be on there.
Cool.
I'll also be on VidMe in Mike's group. So I'm super excited about VidMe. I've spent a lot of money over the years on online courses and mentors and gurus and all that stuff. And the $35 a month to me is a no-brainer. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
Kayla, definitely. That's my other stepdaughter. Hi, Kayla.
That's your other one?
I gotta go to a website. Yes, my daughter Kayla, stepdaughter. She has a cookie business.
Oh, awesome!
She's gonna help me build a website. Oh, you have a power outage?
Yeah, lights going off.
Uh-oh.
So if the lights go off, let me see if I've got a little. I'm on my laptop, so if we need to, I've got a little light here. I might look like I'm in the.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we'll see. And if I just
make it work, we'll make it work.
Right. And as long as we're on here, the one thing with StreamYard, it's done on the server, not on my computer. So if I disappear, David, you can just keep talking.
Okay, I'll do a little dance until you come back. How about that?
Yeah, I'll have to like run in the house or go try to log in on my phone or something. So what's the YouTube? Here you go.
Yeah, welcome to Keep On Growing. I'm David. I'm glad you're here. So what else? Okay, so a couple of cool things that happened to me throughout my art career. I sold a painting to this guy right here. That's my painting behind him, and that was in his office in La Jolla, California. And this guy right here, his name's Dr. Carey B. Mullis, and he won the Nobel Prize for DNA research. And I was living in Santa Fe, New Mexico, selling my. I was a member of the Santa Fe Artist League. I forgot to mention that. That was a super prestigious artist guild in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And this guy was there with his girlfriend, and they stared at this painting for a long time. It was the biggest, most expensive painting I ever did. And he bought it. I think it was $1,800 back in 1992. And I ended up becoming pen pals with him. I didn't know who he was at first, and then I found out he was a DNA, won the Nobel Prize for DNA research, and all the Jurassic Park movies were based on his findings. He was the guy that figured out cloning. And what else? So when my wife and I were running our business, Sips and Splatters, I kept telling her, we were watching Shark Tank all the time on TV, and we loved that show back then. And I kept telling her, we'd be sitting on the couch. I said, I'm going to get on that Shark Tank show with our business and see if we can get, Mr. Wonderful or somebody on there to invest in our business. And one time we were watching it, and I said that, as always. She goes, are you going to just keep telling me about it, or are you going to actually do it? So I went out online the next day, and I figured out how to apply for Shark Tank. And I applied, and the producers of the show called me and said that they wanted me to come to an audition in Austin, Texas. We were coming from Illinois. So Chris and I flew to Austin, Texas, and we auditioned. We waited in line. We had to get there at 4 a.m, and we waited in this long line, and you had 1 minute to pitch these producers of Shark Tank. So we went all the way to Austin. I think that we spent a total of $1,500 to do this, and we had 1 minute with the producers of Shark Tank. And this guy absolutely loved our presentation, and so much so that we advanced to the second round, and that was the video round. And we made an incredible video for them. We did not get chosen to be on the show, but it was an incredible experience. And I got this bracelet that we wore all weekend. Is that backwards?
No, we can read it.
So that was super cool. I'm just like a regular dude, but I got to meet the producers of Shark Tank. That was fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool deal. So when you were back being an artist, my wife and I did work. She's an artist too. She was painting murals. And the way we got
Keely?
Yeah, Keely. And that's your wife, right?
There's my wife, Chris.
And well, the way we got started was cold calling and that too, like interior decorators. So we got to working with a whole bunch of interior decorators, but it was after a while it was just really tiring or whatever. And
yeah, I agree.
After a couple of years, we started getting word of mouth, and sooner or later we phased like all of them out. And a couple we had were like really good, and we still worked with them whenever they needed something. But yeah, just getting going and just working with them there, it can. They're really, some are like precise and like detail oriented, and some are just picky as hell. That for like moving something a quarter of an inch this way or that way.
Oh man, yeah, it's unreal, the personalities of some of those designers. They're like really, really particular.
Mm-hmm. But it was fun, and and that's what you got to do. When you first start, it's just people don't know. Like today with the internet, like you're getting started, you're just starting this business, and you put up a YouTube channel. You can be on Facebook, you can be on Instagram, TikTok, whatever and back then, we all didn't have that. We were just going out and picking up the phone book and going down the list and calling
that's
people.
Exactly right. Yeah, I didn't even have my first cell phone until later on.
Yeah, we were working and never had a cell phone, and everybody else was getting one. They were getting mad that they couldn't like contact us, and then when I did get one, I turn it off when I was working because you're up on the ladder and your hands are all covered with paint. We're doing like
Right.
the faux finishing. You know, you don't want to keep stopping and grabbing your phone and get paint all over it and everything. So I had to have it off. And they're like, why didn't you answer me? And yes, or drop it in the paint or something or off the ladder.
Yeah, exactly. I remember those days. That was before the iPhone too. I had a uh, BlackBerry. I had a BlackBerry. I
Yeah,
still
BlackBerry was a precursor to all that.
I still like the BlackBerry better than the iPhone because I could text so fast with that thing. It had the real thick the 3D buttons on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when it came out, we had a little tiny like Nokia. The phones kept getting smaller and smaller till they
Yeah,
got about that big. Now all of a sudden they're getting big. Now people are walking around with phones like, that friggin' big again because
yeah,
you got computers and that in them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to say hi to my daughters and my wife out there. So Kayla, like I said, she has a cookie business. She makes she has extreme talent in
Uh-huh.
anything artistic. And Abigail is a hairstylist, and she specializes in color. She's amazing. And then my daughter Allie is a farmer. Basically, her and her husband have 5 acres in Illinois, and she just grows food. So, and my
Cool.
wife, she's my rock.
Awesome. Hey,
We want to do another giveaway, Mike?
yeah, I was gonna say let's do another giveaway when everyone's still here.
Okay, let's start with a bus.
All right, this is gonna be for bus. Everybody put hashtag David just like this. If you haven't already, if you did, it's still I'm gonna use the same one. So hashtag David, I give you 30 seconds and we're gonna give away a bus. Yeah, there's still 17 entries in there. And let me share this. There we go. That was the last winner, Carolyn. And this is the email down here. So whoever wins, email David. I keep wanting to call you Myron because I see my art on tap or something. And
Oh,
my yeah, my ICMYRON or something.
you can call me Myron if you want. I don't.
All right, cool. So if anybody wants his ebook too, email him there. Prep Ham, what's up? Mr. Paul. Sue White here. Awesome. All right, ready? Here we go. This is for the bus. Jennifer, congratulations.
Jennifer, when you email me your address, make sure you tell me that you want a bus, okay?
Cool deal. Yeah, everybody, congrats. And we're going to draw one more. This is for the face. Right there. The face or head or David's trying to come up with a name for this one.
Yeah, if you can come up with a name, just type it in the comments.
All right, here we go. Bill.
Cool.
Let me write this down.
All right, Bill, let me know you want one of the face cement planters when you email me your address. When you're done with that, Mike, can you put my my YouTube channel back up there?
Yeah, there you go. Face.
Ali McKenzie. What'd she say? Face. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay.
Let's see. I've got to stop sharing that, and I hope I can get it back. All right, and this is David's channel here. 1 second. There we go.
There it is. Okay, somebody was asking. Yeah, Heirloom Cement Company on YouTube, and I also have a Facebook page if you want to like that as well. I'm hoping that you guys will go out and watch my videos and subscribe to the channel, and that would be the best way that you could support me as an artist is to just subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch the videos.
Hey, David.
Yep.
Somebody Bill said he's international. Were you doing that giveaway international or?
Oh no, I don't think so. I should have said that. Sorry.
All right. So Bill was being gracious and said we can redraw.
Okay. I'm sorry, Bill. I forget you have a global audience here, Mike.
Yeah, they're from all over the world.
So the whole online business thing is really new for me. We were a brick and mortar local business, so I have a lot to get used to.
All right, and thank you for that, Bill, letting everybody know that. Appreciate it. Mr. Worldwide. All right, here we go. Abby.
Oh, Abby, okay. Pick another one. I just gave her 3 of these yesterday. That's my stepdaughter.
All right. Abby, he said you can't win.
Congratulations, Abby. You're not eligible.
All right, here we go again.
I'll make you another one.
Sooner or later, everybody's going to get a base.
Yeah, really.
Carol Ladybug.
All right. Make sure you let me know you want a face, okay? When you email me.
She has 3 faces. Okay. And Carol sent me a nice, I know it's a little late, me and my wife Christmas card. I want to say thank you. And I think I emailed you back or whatever, but in case you didn't see it.
You want to just do the other 2 drawings, Mike, or?
Sure. Y'all want to go ahead and just draw the other 2?
Yeah, let's go for it. Okay,
There we go.
this is the last bus.
All right. Let's see. There's 45 people. USA only.
USA only.
Anybody wants in, put hashtag David. I'll give you like 30 seconds and we're going to draw for another bus. Just like that. Hashtag David. And there's 13 people left in the drawing, so it's very nice of you, Bill, to let someone else win. Yeah. Who ended up being me. Right. And Tony, are you doing better or are you still in? You told me.
Yeah, how you feeling, Tony?
What's up, Josh? How are you doing?
Hey, Josh. I like those microgreens.
Yeah. Josh, let me know if you want to come on a live stream one time. We'll just sit here and shoot shit for about an hour. All right. 20 seconds. I didn't notice I didn't want a sign there. How I didn't notice there was a sign there. What's up, Barry? All right, here we go. Let me share my screen. Carol Ladybug. Michelle.
Congratulations, Michelle. When you email me, make sure you tell me you won the bus, okay?
All right, and one more. This one's for the vet. Still in the hospital, but feeling better. All right, cool. I'm glad you're feeling better, bud.
Glad you're feeling better.
I would like to make my own. Is there a video? Yeah, I'll put his channel back up here in a second after this drawing, Ray, so you can see it. All right, one more. Ooh, I almost hit it and stream. Hit the wrong tab. Here we go. This for the face, face. Anita.
Awesome. Anita, let me know that you won the face when you email me your address, all right? Congratulations to all the winners.
And that's the email right there.
Yep. And while you're talking about that, if anybody wants my ebook, you can have it for free. Just email me, myartontap@gmail.com, and I will email it to you. It's a 31-page ebook with pictures about my life as an artist, and essentially it is a story. It's an inspirational story, basically. So I don't want anybody to give up on their dreams. I know what it's like to be an artist or whatever you do. Everybody has dreams, no matter what. And this is just an inspirational story to just convince you not to give up on your dreams. And you can have that for free.
Cool deal. Very nice of you, bud.
Sure. Are the guys going live tonight, Mike?
No, what, this Friday?
Okay.
No. So that's Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. That's the Zoom meeting, and then Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's on YouTube.
All right. Anybody that's signed up for the VidMe, I'll see you inside that group. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, Ray's here. We got a couple people in the chat. Very good. And
Who is that?
Tony said, Ray. Ray's in our group. Prep and Paul, you should be in VidMe. You need to contact me. He's another creator, and you guys work hard.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this turtle. I'm not giving these away, but this is new. I got some fresh microgreens growing in there.
Cool deal. Now we've got somebody asked how to make one, and let me put your channel up here.
If you want to know how I make these, it's just watch my YouTube videos. And I just started this channel. I mean, I posted my first video 4 days ago of the review of Mike's product. That's already probably close to 500 views just in 4 days, which is fantastic. So I'm going to be posting videos every week. I did 4 videos this week. So I'm going to be doing all kinds of different things. Like I said, these are my newest projects here. It's a mushroom hydroponics jar made of cement, and you put the hydroponics fluid in there, and then this one you can see that. Put the hydroponics solution in there. Look at the lid on that thing. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I said earlier, my buddy Rick and I, we talk about this all the time, a lid with a hole in it. If you know anything about hydroponics, that's kind of what you're looking for.
Yeah, that one looks neat. I like that.
Yeah, and then this is the little one. That's just a mason jar with an upside down bowl. I poured out of cement and put a hole in it. I just kind of modified.
Yeah, that one. Now that's a little more like DIY. The other ones, David, like in his one of his videos, he's showing like getting a silicone mold.
Yeah.
And
Well, this is a silicone mold too. This big one, I made that top out of sand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do a video like these mushroom hydroponics vessels are brand new. So I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of these real soon. And I'm going to make videos on that too. So make sure you subscribe to my channel.
Yeah. And you can go on Amazon and like just Google just about any kind and put silicone mold. It can be like you have the bowls. They'll come up with different sizes, different kinds. They've got little
whatever
jars.
you're looking for, just type in silicone mold, and then that will come up on Amazon. I do buy some molds from a company called Boowan Nicole, BOOWAN Nicole molds. But they're in China. They're the highest quality mold I've ever seen, to be honest with you. I buy molds from them sometimes, and they come in really, really nice.
Cool. We used to work with, you're using cement. We used to work with plaster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fun too.
Yeah, and then that was back before Amazon, and I mean we started buying some molds, but that's when we had to like pour our own molds,
Right.
and make your own. And so we'd make like archways and
Hmm.
stuff, and then that way plaster's a little more lightweight than like cement. And
Yeah.
if they change your mind down the road, it was easier to get off and redo than putting up like tile and that. But
Yeah.
we have fun with it. You could like mold all kinds of stuff with it.
Yeah. I would love to hear more about all the things you and Keely have done. That sounds like fun.
That's cool. Like you guys, did your whole like the wine and painting and that for however many years. And like we said, that was the internet was just starting, and we
Yeah.
were putting up scaffolding and painting on 2-story buildings and
Right.
and
Right.
$1 million houses and stuff. And we went lots of places. It was really fun, and we were on like $1 million condos on the beach, and they would
Absolutely.
just let us stay there while we're painting because they were back and forth. So
Oh,
it
fun.
was, yeah, lots of cool stuff. But we didn't. The internet wasn't around. We weren't like documenting a whole lot of stuff because we worked with word of mouth.
Yeah,
And
I don't have a single picture. I did faux painting in those $1 million homes for
mhm.
years. I don't have a single picture of me faux painting because we didn't have smartphones, like taking selfies or anything like that,
Right. And we actually had a camera with film. And you guys don't know, like the younger kids don't know how lucky they are, with the little camera phones.
Yeah.
We have film, and you would have to be careful because you had to pay for it.
Yep.
You had to buy film, and you had like if you got the big one with like 37 pictures on it.
Right.
You take the pictures and then drop it off and have it developed, and then go back and find out like half of them were out of focus or weren't right, and then you
Exactly.
can't go back. Yeah, so we didn't take a whole lot. We were like bootstrapping a lot of stuff, and getting by, running our own business. So we weren't taking like a bunch of pictures,
Yeah,
and now
I remember buying the film that only had 12 pictures versus the one that had 35 because I knew if I got that one that had 35 photos, it was going to cost so much money to get those developed.
yeah. Yeah, now everybody's just pulling out their phone and just like click, 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 taking 1,000 pictures.
You sit in your recliner and hit the word print on your phone and it automatically goes to your printer or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So everybody, there's like I said, there's just tons of opportunity. But yeah, it's cool. Well, we'll be wrapping things up in a minute. David's going to be joining me on VidMe. It's a new social platform, and it's a subscription base. It's going to be pretty cool. It's like taking YouTube, Facebook, Mind Valley, Patreon, all these things, and just like cramming it together.
Yep.
So we'll be back on. I'll be on tomorrow night, guys, and I'll be talking about that. But David,
Last
what you
plug,
got
if
there?
anybody wants the ebook, myartontap@gmail.com. Just send me an email and I'll email it to you in the next couple days, okay?
And then if you want to, let me put this back up, make any containers like David had there. This is his channel. And you see one of those videos right there. It's how to make a cement bowl or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be putting up more videos on that. That'd be cool. So
The
go check
videos
that.
they're digestible. They're 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 11 minutes. It's not like they take a really long time to watch. So
Tracy said, "I need that mushroom." I forgot that they grow and sell mushrooms.
yeah,
That would be cool.
I'm obsessed with this mushroom, man. This thing is so cool.
What's up, Lisa? How are you doing? She said, "Great creations, David."
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Awesome, cool. So if anybody's got any quick questions for David, pop it in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to be winding up in a couple of minutes. And like I said, I'll be back on. What's tomorrow? Saturday, Sunday. I might give you guys a break. so I'm not like on here every single night. But then Monday, Tuesday, and next week, all the people who signed up for my group, I'm getting that started. David, I'll put people in there. I'm going to be sending out emails. So I've got yours. If it doesn't come from that platform I'm using, I'll just contact you or whatever to make sure you're in there. You got in the group, right? I saw you in there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I'll be posting that, and there's a little calendar so we'll know when we're all going live, and we'll have a little group chat where it's not like out on YouTube, just to help everyone.
If you guys are on the fence about VidMe, just go for it. You got nothing to lose, you know. It's not like a commitment or anything like that.
Yeah, especially right now, it's just signing up for free. You get to see, everything. You get your link, you can sign people up, and then the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday when they have their live streams, you get to see it being built in real time.
Yeah.
Bill asked, do you use a release agent?
Thank you, Carol. Thank you guys so much for spending the hour with us and letting me show off my work and just kind of chat. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, David, one question right there. Do you use a release agent?
To use a release agent? No, mostly no. The molds, I wish I had one here, but the molds just come right out. Like they just peel right off. If you watch my videos, you'll see me demolding stuff. Every once in a while, I'll use some vegetable oil spray. Sorry, Chris. Olive oil spray or whatever, any kind of oil spray. If there's something I don't want the cement to stick to, I'll just spray a little bit, and it works great.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's see. And that set, David, very nice. The set behind you. Awesome. Yeah, that's a great job, right?
Yep.
Lisa said, thank you. Let's see. David, with your molds, do you use a release agent? We just answered that, right? Awesome. Thank you. All right. Enjoyed your presentation tonight, chat. All righty, cool. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a nice weekend. David. Yep, this is David.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much.
All right, appreciate it.
You stick around there for a second, David. I'll chat with you before you take off.
All right, I'll hang out.
Yep. All right. Cool deal. All right, guys. Have a nice night. And like I said, I'll be on tomorrow. If you guys are interested in the new social platform, we'll be talking about that. I got more stuff coming from the garden. I'm going to have videos coming out on that too. And me and Keely just planted out a bunch of microgreens. Thanks for inspiring us, beautifying the world. Thanks, James. Great show. Awesome. Appreciate it. Very unique creations. Who knew? You knew. You do cement, right? Much love. All right, cool. Prep Ham, Mr. Paul, contact me. All righty. Good night, everyone. Much love.